John Puckett and Mike Mosier going to lead the field down.
And we're racing.
Whoa. Chris Wilbur all sorts of losing that 44. Meanwhile, up front, John Puckett charges to the early lead. Here comes Anthony Williams in the 97, shooting to the inside of Mosier for second. Great battle up front. Mosier hanging tough on the outside. Normally you don't see that here at the third mile oval at Birch Speedway.
Mosier, a former track champion, though. A little rust on that number 22, though, as we haven't seen him for a while. But he's still out there battling that outside groove. T-Bone trying to stay underneath him, take over that second spot.
Williams a little loose, trying to get around the 51, trying to get around the 22, trying to stay off the back bumper of both of them.
Livesay fought his way to that inside line behind Williams, and Miller said, thank you very much. Works to the outside, now he's up to fourth.
Mosier still hanging to the outside of the 51. Good job by John Puckett at 51. Jim Miller Jr., your current point leader on the outside. Little bit of contact. The M15 spins off turn 4. Caution flag comes out as your leader spins down in 1, gets into the tire.
Caution is for the M15 of Lonnie Sawmere Jr. John Puckett will get his spot back up front. All drivers that were up in there will remain in their position. Again, the caution was for the spin in turn 4. Not for what we've seen happen between 1 and 2.
Just going to have to keep an eye on the 51 is when he got loose down there in turn 1 and 2. Made a little bit of contact with that tire down there. You can see a little bit of water splashed out on the track from that. Hopefully didn't do any damage to the front end of the 51. Well, race control going to try and get the drivers lined up. Going to get John Puckett his spot back as the caution did come out for the spin in turn 4. .55 of Anthony Duvernoy taking credit for that caution. Unfortunately, that'll be his first caution of the night. Gentleman's job, nice job by the 55 to admit fault in that and give the M15 of Lonnie Sawmere Jr. his spot back. Jeff West going to show the field. The white flag will be at racing speed out of turn 4 next time by.
4 laps in, 11 to go in this one. 4 down, 11 to go. Jeff West looks the field over, green flag in hand. We're back to racing.
Oh, look out. Jim Miller Jr. tried to fill a hole that was not open. Come across the 97 of Anthony Williams, and caution flag is going to come back out one more time. Well, we'll get the safety crew over there to push the tire back a little bit down there and clean up that dirt that got kicked up on turn 1. Oh, while we've got a second, we'll thank some more of our fine marketing partners here at Birch Speedway and Event Center. Colonel Benny's, the best kettle corn in Michigan. Every race night here at the Birch Speedway, you can get their kettle corn, or you can visit their shop at 321 South Main Street in Frankenmuth for not only popcorn, but baked goods, house-made pretzels, coffee, locally brewed root beer, craft beer, ice cream, and milkshakes as well.
Good friends at Herbert Roofing and Insulation.
Herbert Roofing.
The premier full-service Michigan roofing company serving Saginaw, Midland, Bay City, and surrounding areas, as well as Harbor Springs, Petoskey, and neighboring towns. Since 1973, they've been the reliable and credible local roofing company for thousands of home and business owners. That's Herbert Roofing.
Ricky and Deanna at Top Speed Motorsports, the parts you need for classic cars, street racing, circle track, or drag car. You can visit them at 7409 North Dort Highway in Mount Morris. Call them at 810-686-2242. They are also putting on the Top Speed Performance Award tonight for the driver with the best average finish in both features tonight. Cash on the line thanks to Ricky and Deanna at Top Speed Motorsports.
Oh boy, our good friends at Holiday Express Inn, Hampton Inn, Comfort Inn, America's Best Value Inn, and Days Inn. Thanks to the efforts of Jerry Preston and the Birch Run Convention and Visitors Bureau, race fans and drivers can take advantage of a discounted rate at 3 area hotels. We'd like to thank the Comfort Inn, Holiday Inn, and Hampton Inn for providing our fans and drivers a discount that can be used on race nights. When calling for a room reservation, please ask for the Speedway Race Fans room rate. This special rate is available on race nights only and is subject to availability.
Of course, the fine folks at Johnny on the Spot, looking for reliable portable toilet rentals and professional septic services. Johnny on the Spot is EGL certified, and they serve Saginaw, Bay, Midland, Genesee, and Tuscola counties. Perfect for graduation parties and weddings as well. They're number 1 for your number 2s.
Tradewinds RV Center, Clio, Michigan's full-service RV super center, offers sensational pricing on all of its inventory, including low overstock pricing on some models. Featuring some of the nation's leading brands of RVs, they have something for everyone at Tradewinds RV Center.
R&R Ready Mix. R&R Ready Mix and its family of companies together are a key ready-mix concrete producer for Michigan. With a fleet of modern mixers, updated batching equipment, and the utilization of an up-to-the-minute GPS tracking system, you'll want to get with R&R Ready Mix for all of your concrete needs.
B&S Heating and Cooling, our VIP suite sponsor. They repair and install all makes and models of heating and cooling systems at competitive prices. With a 1-year labor warranty, their experienced staff will solve any problems you may have. That's B&S Heating and Cooling.
Also got to thank the folks at the Genesee County Herald covering Mount Morris, Clio, Birch Run, and Bridgeport. The Herald publishes local news from the local communities. You can go to www.myherald.net for more information.
White flag being displayed, back at racing speed next time by. We've got 4 laps in, 11 laps to go. It's still Mr. Puckett, John Puckett, still leads him around in the Area 51 car. Mosier second, Livesay in third. Jeff West looks the field over. Green flag's out again. Here we go.
Really good start on the outside for Mike Mosier. Can he drop down? Puckett in that 51 is there. Doesn't let the 22 down to the low side. Mosier still stuck on the high side. Bill Livesay in third. Samir in fourth. Chris Wilbur to the inside of Bruce Dutton Jr. Battle for fifth spot.
Yeah, picking this up right where they left it off. That time Mosier led that last lap. And now takes over solidly into the first place from that outside groove. Livesay steals that inside groove from Puckett. Takes over second.
Look out over in turn 3 and 4. Anthony Duvernay with a problem. Went way up the track. Bruce Dutton Jr. just narrowly missed the 55. Wow, that could have been a lot worse than it was. Ed and I were just talking about it. Almost looked like the 55's throttle stuck going down into turn 3. He just shot up the track and finally got it wound up facing the wrong way down there in turn 4.
Caution car will be the 55 of Duvernay's, and the 19 of Dutton Jr. will get a spot back.
Well, unfortunately for Anthony Duvernay, that is his second caution, so he will not be able to finish this race. Try again in the second feature a little bit later on this evening. Well, looks like the lineup is in order, Ed. Looks like we'll be green next time by.
Well, it's taken a while, but we got a third of this race completed. 5 laps in, still 10 to go.
Well, caution flag out. Looks like we have a couple cars misaligned. We'll get them in the right spot here and get back to green flag action. Trying to get the 51 of John Puckett to the outside of the 22, I believe. Yep, we'll get the 51 to the outside of the 22 of Mike Mosier. There we go. Drivers doing hand signals to the 51, and they're doing it in a nice manner. Not what we're used to, but thanks to the drivers for helping out with that. Well, we've got the lineup locked and loaded. Here we go. Jeff West going to look him over. Mosier sets the pace. Oh, Yellow, getting word from the tower, yellow is out. Communication to the driver said the yellow is going to wave. Well, officials not liking the start on that. Getting a little chippy after having a month off.
Yeah, they're definitely ready to rumble.
Well, Ed, take, was it 2, 3?
It's more than that.
Here we go out of turn 4. Jeff West drops the green flag. We are back racing. And Lonnie Sawmere is going to take it 3 wide, put Puckett in the 51 to the outside, move Sawmere up to second spot.
Mosier settles into the lead. The buzzsaw Lonnie Sawmere Jr. now solidly in second. Livesay third. Wilbur up to fourth. Miller back up to fifth.
Mosier knows how to get around this track as the halfway signal is given. Trying to get that car woed up. Stay to the bottom, keep the M15 behind, really on the brakes. That car really pushing up the track off of turn 4. He's going to have to go into defense mode.
As we hit the actual halfway point of this race, 8 laps in, 7 laps to go. Mosier still holding on to the lead.
Bill Livesay jumping to the outside. He's got shuffled back to third. Now he's looking to take second on the high side.
Sawmere trying to take that inside groove away. Works inside of Mosier. Couple of former track champions going at it. Mosier washing up the track. Give the lead to Lonnie Sawmere Jr. with 5 laps to go.
Where did Chris Wilbur come from? Chris Wilbur now in the 44 up to second. Jim Miller Jr. back up to third from the back of the pack. Sawmere starting to pull away just a little bit. Wilbur, a great run in second spot, but now Jim Miller Jr. looking to get to the inside, gets on the brakes, trying to stay off the 44 of Wilbur. Bill Livesay right there in the X14. Mosier in the 22 has fallen back to the clutches of the 97 of Anthony Williams. Jim Miller Jr. making a move to the inside of Chris Wilbur. That's a battle for the second spot as we're going to see the white flag one more time around, this time by Livesay, sends it in hard. Gets into the 44, and caution flag is going to come out on this one. Whoa. Not the outcome Bill Livesay in the 14 wanted to see. Went down into turn 3 a little too hot. Car sliding sideways, just could not keep the wheels under him. Got into the 44 of Chris Wilbur. You see a little bit of damage on the front end there of the X14 of Livesay. Single file restart, under 5 laps to go in this one. Lineup does look good. Jeff West nodding high above the Don's Foodland flag stand. Gives the field the white flag. Will be at Racing Speed out of turn 4 next time by. Lonnie Sommier Jr., the buzzsaw, second in points coming into the night. With the advantage, sitting P1 right now, Chris Wilbur with his best run to date in that number 44. Jim Miller Jr. in third, Mike Mosier in fourth, and Anthony Williams, your top 5. Watch him down in turn 4. Sommier dictates the pace. He gets on the gas. Green flag's back out, and here we go. Oh, Wilbur loose. Everybody's stacking up behind John Puckett in the 51 as he has problems. Jim Miller Jr. now to second. Coming out of turn 4, Jeff West is going to show Lonnie Sommier Jr. the white flag. One more trip around the 3rd mile here at Birch Speedway. Oh, look out, your leader spins. Caution flag is out as the double checkers wave. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I did not have that on my Pepsi bingo card tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you ever, Matt?
Right? No doubt.
Have you ever seen Lonnie Sommier Jr. lose it coming out of turn 4? Hand in the win over to Jim Miller Jr. What'd you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? That's only our first feature. We got 7 more to go. Well, hopefully the cordless mic will follow me out here. Ladies and gentlemen, your surprise feature winner, champion Jim Miller Jr. Well, Jim, we've won a lot of features at a lot of different racetracks. Have you ever won one quite like that?
No, that was a gimme, I think.
I know you probably are owed quite a few through the years and stuff, but I think you just got one back tonight.
Yes, sir.
Well, I know you and Lonnie have had some great battles, so I'm sure it don't break your heart too awful bad. So who would you like to thank?
Performance Auto, my dad. I've been dealing with a lot of back pain the last couple of weeks, been off work. My dad's been carrying us and getting the cars ready, and it got me to where I can get here today. So I appreciate my dad. I wouldn't be here without him. Finish Line Seamless Gutters, Michigan Auto Core, Corona Road Bar, Angie Ridley Realty, Top Speed Motorsports. I can't say enough about Ricky in Indiana. They took all of us guys up. I believe that's about it.
I also see a younger redheaded Miller doing a lot of work in the pits these days.
Yeah, we're getting ready to figure out what year he can start racing because he's going to take over. I'm about ready to get out.
Yeah, he looks like he's about ready. Congratulations, Jim. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Jim Miller Jr. Flounder, what's up next?
Well, I believe Jim Miller Jr. going to get a custom checkered flag as well from Ricky Indiana at Top Speed Motorsports, Finish Line Seamless Gutters, and TSM Graphics as well, as the floodgates open to go out there and get pictures with our feature winner, Jim Miller Jr. Up next will be our Showcase Auto Sales Straight Stocks starting on the pole. Jim Miller Sr. to his outside, Chaz Taylor in the 25. Inside second row, John Leonard behind the wheel of the 28. To his outside, in the 81 will be Larry Plamondon. Inside the next row will be the 64 of Johnny Hayden. To his outside, the pit bull, Dwayne Damon in the 2D. Starting in row 4, last year's champion, Kevin Harder behind the wheel of number 44. And your fast qualifier, Tim Lahar behind the wheel of number 20. Matt Mueller and Michael Alleman make up the next row. Scheduled to start shotgun on the field was Bob Farley in the 2, but we did hear that he has broke and scratched for the night in that vehicle. Once again, I got to thank Top Speed Motorsports for the Top Speed Motorsports Performance Award. It'll be up for grabs in every division. The driver who is recording the best average finish between the two features will get the bonus. Limited late models, $150. Street stocks, $150. Pure stocks, $100. And the Back Road Beauty Salon American Race Trucks, $100 bonus. And that's courtesy of Ricky and Deanna at Top Speed Motorsports. Here we go, take 2. Jeff West looking them over. A little bit better start that time, and we are racing. Oh, rigged a little bit sideways off the backstretch. Williams off the track. The 44 off the track, sliding through the grass. Chris Wilbur goes up onto the 4/10 mile. He's still good. He's still rolling. And we're going to stay green. Oh, Jim Miller Jr., Lonnie Saumier Jr. trying to make up ground on the 22 of Mike Mosier. Here comes Miller looking to the inside. Saumier goes to the outside.
Livesay opening up a little lead there in the X14. Dutton in second, Mosier third.
Oh, look out on the front stretch. Jim Miller Jr., Lonnie Saumier almost make contact. Saumier almost into the wall on that one. We stay clean and green, battle a little farther back. Anthony Dervener looking to the inside of rigged as they head down the backstretch.
Livesay puts Wilbur a lap down.
Livesay made his way safely by. Now Bruce Dutton Jr. running in second, looking to get to the inside of Chris Wilbur. And that 44 gets a little loose going down into turn 1. Meanwhile, 3-car fight. Oh, we got problems. The 77, Paul Rigda looped it around, keeps it going. We stay green. Saumier looking to the inside of Miller, down into turn 3, sends it in hard. Miller washed up a little bit. They drag race as they come up on the 44, give the position to Saumier Jr.
Halfway home, 8 laps in, 7 laps to go.
Oh, Lonnie Saumier Jr. makes a move to the inside of Mosier. Mosier and Miller. Oh, they lock bumpers. They stay on the gas. Amazingly, we stay green.
5 laps to go. 10 in, 5 laps to go. For Bill Livesay.
Bill Livesay, a former street stock champion here and at the Auto City Speedway, continuing to lead this one as the laps wind down. Lonnie Saumier Jr. started last, has driven his way up to second. Bruce Dutton Jr., fast qualifier, in third. Jim Miller Jr. back to fourth. Anthony Williams fifth. Problems for Chris Wilbur in the 44 at the top of the 4/10 mile. White flag out. One more trip around the 3rd mile for Bill Livesay in the X14. He said it was a whole world of difference from the street stocks to the pure stocks, and he comes out a winner on feature number 2. Give it up for Bill Livesay. Second, Lonnie Saumier Jr. Third, Bruce Dutton Jr. Fourth, Jim Miller Jr. And rounding out your top 5 will be T-Bone Anthony Williams. We will send it down trackside to my partner in crime, Big Ed Inlows, here in just 1 second to get a word with your feature winner, Bill Livesay.
Oh, this is going to be a walk back in time, Chuck. I'm looking forward to this. Bill Livesay used to rule this place before there was a 4/10 mile racetrack here. When there's just a 3rd mile here, even Hollywood can remember Bill Livesay's feature win in the street stock divisions. And now he's going to find victory lane here in the year 2025. After approximately 23-year hiatus. Still in that X14 that he drove 25 years ago. "24 years since his last feature win, ladies and gentlemen. Hung it up for about 20 years plus. Started at it middle of the season last year. And he's found victory lane. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Bill Livesay. How does that feel, Bill?
Well, I'm speechless. You know, this is not really expected. I don't know.
Let me talk for you a little bit here, man. Okay, I'll tell you what, man. No yellow flags. Could have happened about 2-3 times. Yep, Saumier, Miller were the next 2 in line trying to reel you in. But, dude, you were hitting your marks lap after lap after lap. They were not catching you, man. You had a huge lead. Tell the fans what that felt like.
Oh, it felt good. I tell you, it's been a long time. The first feature didn't go as expected, but it kind of worked out with the redraw or invert or whatever. But yeah, it's I don't know what to say.
He wasn't expecting to win. He knows the level of competition out here. Lonnie Saumier Jr. standing right over there. He knows what it's like to win here. He ruled this place. Track champion in the year 2000 and in 1999. He couldn't be touched. Tonight, he couldn't be touched again. Give it up for Bill Livesay. But one thing, let's let him thank his sponsors.
Well, first of all, I'm going to dedicate this to Mike Stearns, who we lost last August. And also to Denny and Don Tabor from Boyle Speed Shop. I miss those guys. They were big. Got to thank Chris Stearns. I'm glad he's here because I don't think I've ever had a feature picture without him in it. So I'm glad he's here. JNS Auto, Suttles, Benton Holly Tranny. I can't thank Lonnie Saumier Racing, M15 Towing, M57. I have the battery out of the car that he broke earlier. And it's just awesome. It's bad that I have to go to work after I leave here, or I'd be having a good old time tonight.
I'll tell you what, Bill. Long time coming, very worthy of it. One more time, folks. Bill Livesay. Got some happy tears going on down here, Flounder. What's up next?
Up next will be our Showcase Auto Sales Street Stocks, featured number 2. Scheduled to start on the front row, Michael Alleman behind the wheel of the 67 and to his outside, Jim Miller Sr. in the K9. Inside the second row will be Mr. Showcase Auto Sales himself, John Leonard in the 28, to his outside, Chaz Taylor in the 25. Then you have fast qualifier Tim Lahar in the 20, Dwayne Damon in the 2D, Larry Plamanen in the 81, Johnny Hayden, your feature winner from race number 1 in the 64. And then starting in the last row, Kevin Harder and Matt Mueller to his outside. That is your scheduled starting lineup for the Showcase Auto Sales Street Stocks. Once again, all these drivers eligible for the Top Speed Motorsports Performance Award for tonight, taking the average best finish of both feature races. Extra cash on the line tonight. We can't thank Ricky and Deanna and everybody at Top Speed Motorsports for their support of Birch Speedway and Event Center.